All right, we are live back on the scene, wicked and mean, for another raw, real review. Yes, it's going down. The goats are back. The reaction goats are back in the building, joined alongside of Simba J. Garfield, man. We're back. We're back in town, man. It's been a while, man. It's definitely been a while. I know a lot of the folks thought we were gone and retired, which we were after what Marvel left us with to end the year. But we're here for something new, something really crazy. I must say, so far this show is crazy as hell so far. But first and foremost, man, how you doing, Miss M? It's been a while since we've been in setup. Even just setting up, it just felt all like, man, what the hell? How do you do this?
It's been a minute. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to watch a good show this time.
Oh,
sorry.
No diss.
Yeah,
the previous show we just watched or anything like that. But yeah, it definitely felt it felt weird for a while. Even just starting back and whatnot, and getting into the swing of things.
Yeah.
Whatever. But we're here to discuss and react to Moon Knight. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. This whole time, for this show, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
I'm probably gonna say that a lot of times, with every scene that we just watch and just go back through, because I'm still in my head what the hell just happened?
I had a hard time following. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
Bruh, I'm like, what is going on? It was just, I didn't know what was real. I didn't know what wasn't.
Yes.
My man was dreaming. My man stayed up, I mean, I loved it. Personally, I loved it. Do I think they should have dropped maybe 2 episodes? Yeah, maybe. But I think it was, you think it was good at one?
They didn't need to.
Really?
Why? I'm in.
Really?
Yeah. 100%.
You're just like, oh shit.
That episode had me paying attention from beginning to end.
That
I
is
fell
true.
asleep in the first episode of Hawkeye.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty true. Well, yeah, I agree with you with that. But it definitely from start to finish was just something. I'm not gonna lie. For me, it started. There was a certain scene, and we're gonna watch it back on playback. That for me, it was kind of I was just come on, let's get through this. But yeah, when it first came on, just with what's his name's character?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. Oh my god.
Right.
When it first came on, and just that scene right there, oh my god, with him cracking the glass and walking, I was like, oh my god, they setting that off.
So in some, I don't know if you know this, in some cultures and religions, there's they torture themselves to prove how much they worship whatever god it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw Da Vinci Code. He did it there, and that's kind of, I think, what he's doing, just in an Egyptian form. I didn't know they did that in their culture.
Wow, yeah, I didn't know they did that either. That's a great fun fact, by the way.
Yeah.
Great fun fact. But just want to throw it out there. But
I
no,
think I'm a tour guide like him too.
yeah, low key. You really are. But just to see this man, and just to see that scene, when that scene came on, I felt that.
Yeah.
For a good 2 minutes to 3 minutes, I'm like, I just felt that, and I can't remember the last time I just watched something and I just felt just the tingles and the chills. We watched Vivarium the other day. That intro scene was kind of creepy and weird, but
oh yeah,
with the birds, but whole different thing. But watching that. And then watching this, I felt
that
especially when he started walking, I'm like, my skin.
It's like when you watch those Hostel movies or the ones I was telling you about, you feel the pain. Oh.
Yeah. It was definitely one of those, and you still had no idea what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
And that's a common thing with just this show. I want to say I will give them the music so far has
just
been
gonna say that. That's crazy.
Very on point.
Yeah, all the sleeping.
Yeah, the music, the score for this show, is really we gotta give a clap. We're not gonna lie, Marvel, you guys dropped the bag on Hawkeye. You guys fumbled the bag. Y'all should have kept that show. They should have kept it. Yeah. I didn't lose faith. You know, it's kind of like, you know what I compared Marvel to, and like what Hawkeye was for Marvel. I will compare them to the Lakers.
Oh, great.
You know, like that's like the perfect comparison right now, because like you just drop the ball, you know, winning like character just could have done something perfect and great.
Yeah.
But then just with the show just fumbled the bag. You know, like did the story like telling person get injured and we couldn't find a better story for Hawkeye? Like what happened? But I was.
That's not what we're here for.
we're not here for that. But I'm just saying, this was great.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
this was like a perfect, like just like I don't know if it's a setup at this point, because Marvel knows the difference between good and bad. And this was just the first episode.
Right.
Like that's what I'm getting at. This was just the first episode, and this was better than the whole series of Hawkeye.
Oh yeah.
This whole episode is better than every single thing that came out.
I already like this more than the what ifs too.
Yeah. Like this is great.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, the music, you know, starting from the top was really great. Love the music from the start.
A lot of what they did in the film was so cool. I mean, even like this whole beginning scene when, you know, he wakes up and he's like, okay, I'm still strapped in, or the sand isn't just messed up, the tape on the wall. Like,
yeah.
It's, I don't know, so much of this whole episode and just the show makes it feel so first person.
It does.
It's weird. I feel like I'm experiencing what he's experiencing.
At the
I just
same
feel
time,
so
right?
bad.
Yeah. Like, I'm just confused as watching it. Like, this is definitely one of them shows I can already see. You gotta watch it like maybe 2 or 3 times or something, man.
To catch like all the different things you didn't catch the first time.
I can tell it's gonna be
Right?
one of them shows where you watch it one time, you gotta watch it like 3 times just to catch everything backwards. Cause it's kind of like, is it like an origin story in the first episode? It's not really like.
No. Yeah.
But it is though, cause it's the first time we see him with the suit. You know.
True.
So I don't know. It's just it's very interesting so far. I will say. Give us a moment, guys. We're trying to get back to where we were watching the video. We had to reset our Disney Plus pins. Shout out to Disney Plus for, you know,
Switching things up.
switching things up. You know, we go on vacation and can come back and try to react, and we're locked out. You know, of our accounts. But hey. You know, we made it, and you know, we're here now.
Right.
But shout out to Disney Plus. I want to say though for bringing all the OG Netflix shows. On board,
yeah.
I wanted to say that, but what were you gonna say? Sorry.
Gone.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, what do you think about him calling his mom? But we never hear her on the other end of it. Do you think he doesn't? Do you think something happened to her, and he doesn't know?
Yeah.
Or even the other guy did something?
I mean, that's the greast. I could see that.
I just thought of that.
Because he's even talking to the not the mime, but the guy sitting at the bench.
Yeah, the statue person.
Yeah. So it's like he definitely has split personalities. I think we kind of can agree with that.
As a
there's
result
different-
of some stuff going on, right? That's not just like genetic.
Yeah. It's hard to kind of fit where everything happens in the first episode too, you know, because
As far
it's
as
just
the timeline.
because it's just random things happening.
And he's even lost on time. Remember, he misses the date by like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So how are we supposed to keep up with like when is this stuff happening or like what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
But it's man, the storytelling for this show is already like A1. Like
And the
I don't
acting.
know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm starting like it's starting to be like a common theme, right? Like,
For what?
The shows that Marvel hypes the most are usually gonna be like they're like really like
They hyped Loki. They hyped WandaVision. Falcon
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
didn't hype Hawkeye at all.
Well,
Like,
we know why.
What Ifs wasn't really hyped,
Yeah.
you know. But this was kind of hyped.
They had the whole little logo that did the little moon
Yeah.
crescent. You know. Yeah, it was. It was hyped to.
You think this is pretty hyped?
I mean, not like Eternals, but yeah, it was hyped. Definitely more than Hawkeye.
Do you think it only got the hype because it was the only Marvel project? Like, for
No,
the
it was
first of the
coming
year?
out right before Doctor Strange. I think that's because that took a good majority of the budget, but you know, I think they gave a good amount to Moon Knight, and I think it's worth it.
No, Moon Knight definitely looks visually like very like appealing. Like it looks really good. Yeah, that's why I said like it could definitely be a movie. Mm-hmm. Like this, it's just really like the quality is just like really good. Like you said, the acting is just like on point. Like Oscar Isaac, I really love like everything he's in, man. He's like a really talented actor.
He really is. The ability to play both types of characters in the show, the accent, the non-accent, and I think they're doing a good job too. I know a lot of people have talked about like the mental health aspect of it, that they really tried to get it right, and I think they have so far. It's interesting because now, you know, when you look at people that are kind of going through similar things on the street, like they're talking to themselves or anything like that, it's like, not that I would think that something like this is going on, but you wonder, you know?
Yeah. Do you think this is Disney's way of touching on like mental health?
It could be. I'm curious. What did you think of the boss?
Which one?
His boss, Donna.
Oh, I thought she was a little pushy. She seems like kind of one of those like stereotypical like hard bosses that's always on your ass.
I feel so bad
busting
for
your
him.
Chaps, won't give you a break. Like I always hate bosses like that because it seems like he's very knowledgeable about like everything, but he has to like have like a BS selling candy to kids job. Like what kind of stuff is that, man?
Right.
But
so it's interesting, the whole part of his personality. Like it seems like he's got this whole little life that he's living, and all these people think it's him.
Yeah.
I mean, some people question the accent, like when whoever that Kayla or Layla was on the phone, this girl in the beginning didn't like. Do you think that's just people not noticing? What do you think that is?
No, I definitely think he was a different character then. Like I feel like they met before, but he was just in a different personality.
Right.
That's what I took away from that. Mm-hmm. You said right, but what?
No, continue.
Oh, you said right, but no, I just think. I mean, this is just the first episode, right? So I just think I think he only has two. I think he has two different personalities.
He does.
But I just think I think even this first episode, I just think we're just seeing things, and I think that's why we didn't see 2 episodes, because I think they want us to like see things out of order. So like for the second episode, we kind of see like where things like go, because like they've been like referencing a lot of like just tunes and stuff like that, and even like with like Ethan Hawke's like character, I feel like they're connected. They're really connected. I don't know.
Who's connected?
Like Ethan Hawke and
they are. They've met before.
Like, yeah, that's what I just feel like. I feel like for some reason this first episode, everything is out of place for a reason. Like I think it was made this way for a reason. Oh, I don't know if the second episode or next episode is gonna be like. That's what I was getting at.
Is it gonna? You mean bring everything together to make sense?
I think the second episode is gonna be more of like what's actually going on.
Okay.
That's just a quick observation. I mean, you mean how you lost over there? He's looking like What do you think of her boss? Well, his boss.
I think he's underutilized at his job. I think he knows a lot of information and could be better at his job, or could be doing a lot more for the job. I want to know why he's so fascinated with Egypt. Like if that started, where that tattoo of his came from. Did he choose to get that, or did Mark, his alter ego?
Yeah. Does he have the same tattoo as Ethan Hawke?
He does.
They both have the same tattoo.
Mm-hmm. But he has on long sleeve when Ethan Hawke judges him later on in the episode.
Ethan Hawke's power is like really crazy too, man. Like you just see him like literally like just take the soul out that old woman.
I know, that was creepy. This whole episode did a really good job of being like almost like a horror movie and scaring you and having a lot of mystery, and it was the way it was shot. It was dark, but in some places, but well lit where it needed to be. It was just, I don't know.
Yeah, like it played with a lot of different elements, and like I think like you said, it executed like really well, like on the elements that it played in. Because like there was even a jump scene for you. You was like, oh, like you was like,
I'm telling you, I was into the episode the entire time. Like it had my attention, and I was just waiting to see what was gonna happen next. So it was a really good episode, as far as that goes.
What's your early theory, like, about like just the voices in his head? Like,
I think one of them's definitely Khonshu, controlling it, and the other one's has to be the Moon Knight character. I'm assuming. I don't know anything about these, and this is the first time I'm watching it, but I'm assuming those are the two voices, or it's a version of the same one, just two different voices, or two versions of the voices.
Yeah, because when I first heard the voices, I was thrown off.
Were you thrown off?
Because like I was like, first off, it was random when you first heard it.
It reminded me of Venom. It's a lot like Venom.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
That's just what I thought of it.
Yeah, it did. It did seem like it was like Venom-esque. But it was just random as hell. So I was looking for somebody in the bushes or something. Like I was like looking around. I was like, who the hell is that talking? But then like you can kind of tell, like when it's like a voiceover. But yeah, I think it's the Khonshu god, obviously. But I just think like for me it's like it's a huge talent, like when it's like there's a voiceover going but there's action in the scene going on at the same time. And like I think it like blended like really well. Like when he was acting in the scene, like he was like oh like hearing stuff. Like that's
which scene? The elevator scene?
No, the first scene when was that the first scene when you heard the voices? I'm talking about whatever the first scene was when you heard them.
I don't remember.
You don't remember what was the first? I thought he was like outside. We'll see it like soon. But just I think yeah. Here when he's outside in the grass.
When he does his jaw thing too.
Yeah, jaw all bent up and out of shape. Oh my god. This looks crazy. Looks really crazy. This was a cool scene too though. I ain't gonna lie. Like just to see his bones and all that stuff, like this was great. This was shot great.
I mean, the benefit of hindsight, looking back, I'm like, there's glass around him and all of this. I didn't really notice that the first time.
Oh,
but it's like, what the hell did he fall through? His mouth is bleeding. Like, yeah. See, there's stuff on the floor. It's just, what the hell did he go through to land there?
For real.
And then he hears this voice. You're not supposed to be here. It's crazy. It's like they're obviously trying to take over his body, and they think he's the parasite.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to know how that works. Like, how do you just inhibit someone?
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I was really like happy and excited for this show was because like I've always been interested in like Egypt and stuff like that.
I
just
love
with like mummies culture. And like gods and
pharaohs
stuff like that. So I think this show is definitely gonna give us some insight on just like that kind of culture, that just structure, beliefs and all that stuff. And so far it's been really interesting to see. Like it's been really like just some crazy stuff, just because like how we were talking about that opening scene, and like how you said there are people that like do stuff like that, they cut themselves up or just do crazy stuff just to prove that they can come out and
it's like prove their loyalty, I think, to whatever god it is that they're worshiping. It's interesting. Very.
That's crazy. But yeah, the whole episode is really a trip, honestly. Like how you said, I was like, my face, I think I really had one facial emotion, like the whole like time watching. I'm just the whole time just because
you're focused,
like just confused as hell, like because he's trying to follow what's going on, but he don't even know what's going on, so you hella confused.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. I thought it was interesting though, because the whole episode itself is very fast paced up until the Ethan Hawke. Like when he walks through the crowd, everybody is like, oh, like it's him. I mean, this town obviously knows who he is, and I guess he has the power of Amit, who's like the Egyptian god and had like the ability to judge people, before and even from their past, their present, and their future in a way. That's just crazy. Can you imagine seeing this in like modern day?
Oh man, that'd be scary. That would be scary.
Well, that's what I'm picturing. I'm like, he's just standing there. He's like from our modern day. I mean,
right?
I don't know that things like this exist in part of the world, but I guess it could. It'd just be interesting to see, to be like him.
Yeah.
A gift shop stockist,
Yeah, I think
walking
if anything,
in something like this.
Yeah, if anything, I think they're shining light on like how simple like it could be like around the world, like just how you said, like just you said, what if this exists today? Mm-hmm. You know, it probably does. It's just not like what's the most popular thing. So it's just an interesting perspective, just on like how things are, because I think a lot of us, including me, like a lot of times I'm blind to what's going on like everywhere around the world, just because like of course people watching us know we're in America, so we pretty much are into just the media, the culture and stuff like that, but there are people around the world who don't have technology and are, you know, I believe stuff like this still happening around the world. You know, like, and I like seeing stuff like this. And that's why I've always been interested in like seeing stuff like from Egypt, or, you know, just because I don't even know if the whole series is in Egypt, but wherever this location is, I'm for it, because I love seeing stuff like this. Like it's crazy. We just watched a scene where Ethan Hawke pretty much made the grandma pass out, saying that she was out of here. See how pale she was?
She died.
Yeah.
He sucked the life out of her. It's not. Yeah. She didn't pass out.
No, but I'm saying, did you see like how like it just showed how she was before, and like before and after, like the skin. Uh huh. He said,
no, like, yeah.
Like she, like it just, like she was just like pale as hell. Like it just, she's like she's dead.
She died.
For real. Well, man, yeah, that's just like that. When I first seen that, when it happened, I was like, oh shit, this man is crazy. This man got some stuff going on. But no, honestly, when he had the glass and the shoes, that was it for me. I was like, okay, this dude's crazy as hell. Mm-hmm. This was just higher.
Talking about Arthur?
Yeah.
What do you think the scarab is?
The scarab? I think it's power to the god, or whatever the god that's in Mark or whatever.
To Kanju?
Yeah. And I just don't think he didn't want to give it away because he was. I don't know. They want him for a reason. I don't know why. And I guess we're gonna find out later. But because he was trying to get that shit up, he didn't care.
Why do you think Arthur wants it?
I think it's one of those things where it's like, I think if he can, I think it's kind of like one of those WandaVision things. Like if, you know how like if Agatha Harkness, if Agatha could have gotten Wanda's powers, she would have been the most powerful like witch, you know. So I think it's probably one of those same scenarios. Like if he can get another god's power, then he's like really like unstoppable, you know. Mm-hmm. That's usually how most of these like stories go. I really love the whole flashing moments.
I do too. The way they shoot them is so good.
Yeah, I love the moments where like he just flashes and he don't even know what happened, but he comes to and he's just like, oh shit, like that was really cool. I ain't gonna lie.
The whole concept of it, I mean.
And every time he did it, it looked like afterwards he just went fuck it mode. Like you just see nothing but blood on his hands. Like he instead of being like resistant and scared on what he was doing, he was like fuck it. He did whatever it took to just like go whatever the mission was. Like I don't know, this is pretty interesting so far. This is pretty interesting. It's crazy because Oscar Isaac was saying like his favorite movie is still Iron Man because it was like
so new.
Yeah, so new, and how they creatively like introduced that character. And he said that's what he wanted to do with his character going into Moon Knight. He wanted to like really like, you know, go into his character and like have a character like just have like a real good character, like just driven like story. Because everybody has a character driven story, but the fact that he compared it, but like he was studying Iron Man or just like even looking at that and trying to like top that. That just shows me his commitment to this role, you know, like as like Moon Knight, because he was previously in X-Men. He was Apocalypse.
Oh, really?
But that wasn't good. Don't watch that. But I don't know. I've always liked him as a character. He was in Star Wars too. I've seen him in Star Wars.
The Rogue One, right? Was that him?
No, he was in the.
No, that was Diego Luna.
He was in the newer ones. He was not Poe. Was he Poe? He was I forgot his name, but he was in that too. So he's been around Disney for a minute.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I really liked him in the show.
The show? Who was he in the show?
This show?
Oh, he said this show. I was like, what movie is that? I missed that one. That's crazy. Like the shots that they have on this show, pretty good too. Like just the random shots.
The scenes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that Final Destination moment.
Yeah.
Our generation, they did that on purpose. Our generation knows that movie.
Yeah.
And those
the real OGs
logs.
know about Final Destination.
Right.
Real OGs know what's going on. But yeah, all this is like crazy because it's like the whole show so far is like a power struggle, you know, and like the mirror scene at the end to me was probably one of my favorite scenes.
Oh, right before the jackal breaks into the bathroom.
Yeah, like that was one of my favorite scenes, just because, just seeing him act against himself. I always like seeing actors act against themselves. I don't know what it is. Because it's like I think that's really like a really like I don't know how they do. I would love to see it behind the scenes. Like, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much another actor saying the same lines, but you're just saying their lines, you know?
Could be.
Like, cause like how do you film like acting against yourself? Or how would you film acting against yourself?
What do you mean? Yeah, you film the one side and then you film the other side. I would think.
Yeah, and just have a stranger like say like whatever you're saying.
You mean when actual filming?
Yeah.
Maybe, or they would just have you standing the one way and then say the other thing standing the other way.
Yeah, it's like they put you. they have you acting, and then they whisper words to you and just tell you to keep acting.
Right.
That's just what's going on. What did you think about the whole fin stuff?
The goldfish?
Yeah.
I don't know. He seemed to notice that the fin was fine and he was floating normal. So somehow either they healed the fin and it's the same fish, or I don't know. Isn't Kanju a bird?
I think so.
So maybe he ate the fish and the mercenary replaced it, hoping this fool wouldn't notice.
That might be that's actually a good theory. That is actually a good theory. So do you think they've been taking over his body and he just hasn't known it?
I haven't seen enough of the show to answer that question. I don't know.
I think they have. I think they've been taking over his body.
He just thinks he has a sleeping disorder? He thinks he's just borderline schizophrenic?
Yeah. Because there's a lot of clues where people are like, you were here yesterday. Or we talked about this.
It's the third time this week that you're late.
Yeah. And like they even referenced him and he's like, oh, the idiot's got it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not like
funny.
assuming that he's like what the fuck? What you mean? Like who? It's like who?
And this is the first time he's hearing any of this. So this is the first time he's hearing the voices.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And he's probably just been experiencing these things and been trying to deal with them the best way he can.
Yeah. Cause it even showed that he read up like some Egyptian kanju shit. Like he was trying to stay awake and just read up shit like about that.
No, I think that I think he's just genuinely interested in, but he's trying to read up on everything to stay awake so that he doesn't have to go through those experiences, because he knows when he sleeps that he always has weird, crazy dreams. Maybe he thinks he just has crazy dreams.
What if he read up on it and just manifested it?
Yeah, possibly.
I felt really bad at the scene where he was late for the date.
Oh, I know.
It kind of I really felt like he was like really looking forward to it.
I think he wants change in his life, and I think things like that. Have you ever? There's a documentary or something on Netflix, and it was about sleep paralysis, and it's like it's really difficult for like the extreme sleep paralysis cases because they can't live normal lives because they feel like they're gonna freak whoever they're with out, you know, having one of their episodes at night type of thing. Because it's a dream that feels so real that you actually think you're dying, or you think there's like shadowy figures standing over you, and you have that real fear, but you can't wake up or control anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of what he's going through. You feel like you have to stay awake in order to not, you know, because you're so afraid to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I feel like something like that could be what's wrong, or have like an effect on him. It's like some type of sleep paralysis that he's experiencing, you know?
Yeah.
Because in this scene alone, I see him struggle with it because he realizes, like, oh my God, I lost 2 days. I didn't know today was not Friday, it's Sunday, you know? Yeah. And it's like that realization, like, holy shit, am I going crazy? Where am I losing time? Like,
what the hell is going on?
Yeah, this was like his rock bottom point, I think.
Damn.
And he calls his mom again. I mean, I can't tell. Like, it's not like he waits for her to respond and then he answers. He's literally sounds like he's leaving a message the whole time.
Yeah, like we never hear anybody else talking on the other side.
Yeah. But he did say, I got your postcard, so I don't know.
I got a feeling that
it's gonna be a good night.
So they already showed that was their first time meeting, I guess, when he was in that crowd. Cause I'm trying to remember him and Ethan Hawke. Cause how did he know him?
How did Ethan Hawke know him? Yeah. He doesn't know him. He knows the mercenary.
Yeah, but how did he know that? How does he know he's a mercenary?
I'll tell you next week.
No, I'm saying but they didn't show that in the first episode, right?
They didn't show what?
Like, he knew him as somebody else, pretty much.
Yeah, they knew him as his alter ego. Okay. That we don't know who it is. It's the one he's talking to in the mirror. Oh, okay. They obviously recognize him by face. Oh, okay. But, I mean, he's obviously not the same person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought he recognized him as, like, him. Like, how he is now.
Mark?
Yeah. That's where I was confused, so.
You thought, who recognized him as Mark?
I thought Ethan Hawke recognized him as Mark.
No, that's why in that scene when he first sees Ethan Hawke, he's like, I just work in a shop, blah, blah, blah. And Ethan Hawke's like, you know, he knows him as the mercenary. And that's why he called him out as that.
Yeah. Did you understand this scene with when he moves, like, stuff out the way, looking at the sand, like, stuff was different? For me, when I was looking at it.
Oh, I think he's trying to, he noticed, and, like, it's like where somebody consistently moves something and it makes like a dent in it, and he realized like, oh, okay, it's leading up to there, and then he noticed the board out of place. That's how he found the phone. Yeah. Cause to me, I don't know. I think it's just showing us this is his first time, like, just realizing there's some other stuff going on with his personality. It's like, I think for this whole time he thought like he was sleeping and having wild dreams, so he just had to do whatever he had to do just to go to sleep and stay up. We actually don't know how long this has been going on either, because you can't live. I'd have to look it up. I don't know exactly how long, but I don't think it's very long that you can live without sleep. So he has to go to sleep, but we don't know when it started. I'm assuming not when he was a child, you know?
Yeah. Makes sense. You know how this old, man. This man had a goddamn flip phone.
So you can go without sleep for about 11 days before you die.
11 days. Wow. Ooh. That's crazy. That's a crazy ass fact. Yeah. Shows you why sleep is important, kids. Oh, yeah. Get your rest. Can you hand me the water,
and who is Layla? That's what I want to know, too.
Yeah, I didn't know who was Layla. And it said Doomsham or somebody else was in this phone. Who the hell is that? Mm-hmm. We need answers next week, Marvel. Were you sad about the no post credit?
No. Did they ever have post credits after the first episode?
No. I wanted one.
Well, you know, it felt like a movie. I think that's probably why you wanted one.
This really did feel like a movie, man. Mm-hmm. Like the anticipation for everything was like the whole time you're watching, like, what the hell? I'm telling you. Yeah. Like, I was really watching this, like, trying to figure out what was going on, but getting even more confused as it was going. But I enjoyed it.
Right.
Like it was a good confusing moment watching this whole thing.
It really was. Even the scene, like, I mean, shout out to the razor. Isn't that a razor or what is that? Just
That's
a razor flip
yeah.
phone?
That's a razor.
It's a razor? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Interesting. I wonder if they're making it come back. That's hilarious.
You think so? It'd
be funny if they did because of this show. But that's crazy. I mean, imagine the fear of hearing a voice in your apartment and thinking somebody's on the other side of like the wall, or you hear someone. It's just a matter of where. Like, how's the fear in this show? Like, it's just, it's human. And then even the mirror, the way they do the lighting and how dark they make the figures, and the mirror shit would freak me out in real life. Yeah. So the way they do that in the show, I mean. The
way they direct this show is really good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Even the scene where all the lights are shutting off and he's running and stuff. This is probably one of my favorite scenes.
The bathroom scene, right? At the end?
No, other than the one at the end, but just the one where he's like just running through the whole apartment and stuff like that.
Oh,
like just running from the monster or whatever. Like it looks scary as fuck.
Right.
Like it looks scary as hell. Like the whole scene. And the grandma was sus as hell. Like
the little Asian grandma?
Yeah, she looked sus as hell. Like at first he was sus of her, but then I don't know, I started getting sus of her.
She just walked in the elevator at the right time.
I don't know. She could have been
Kanju?
Yeah, that's what he's seen. We don't know what's real at this point.
It's crazy because I knew this scene was coming and it was still scary.
Right?
Still a great scene.
That's what I'm saying. It was a good scene. We're talking about the scene where he's running through the hallway of his apartments.
And he gets stuck in the elevator.
He's stuck in the elevator. Scary grandma is running up on him.
Kanju comes at him. Ugh.
Yeah. Like this, they did really good on this.
I mean, the lighting, it's so dark. It's, lights up a little bit just so you see him. And they just made him look so scary. Just the face and everything.
Yeah.
The little old lady, she's like freaked out.
Yeah, she was creeped out.
And he just looks like he's seeing a ghost. Like, his acting.
Yeah, his acting is top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Top notch acting.
Man better win an Oscar.
I don't
see what I did there?
Too soon.
No, I meant Oscar Isaac. And yes, too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon to talk about the Oscars. Everybody's going crazy talking about. But he definitely deserves one. Yeah, she looked like she was scared of him, like going back in there.
Oh hell yeah, she was. She was just visiting her friend. Poor thing.
Yeah, this shit was
Then I got confused here, cause I'm like.
The scene where he's back on the bus.
Yeah, where he's back on the bus and everybody's looking at him because he's like a weirdo. Because I'm like, he wasn't there before. And then I forgot. I'm like, where was he? And then he sees Kanju just chilling on the street. Like, then he's like, is he going crazy? Oh, but wait a minute. No, this is him coming back to reality. Song in my head. This is him coming back to reality and realizing Ethan Hawke's following him. So this is real.
Yeah. This is actually real, yeah. That's the thing. It's hard to tell what's real and what's not in this show. Or what happened when,
Yeah.
Because Ethan Hawke's been following him for probably a while now. That guy, I thought that was that, I forgot what's his name.
Dax Shepard?
Dax Shepard? No. What's the guy from, Simon? Is his name Simon? He reminded me of that guy. They did like a zombie movie. Simon Pegg. Have you heard of him? Not Simon Pegg. I gotta look him up. But he looks just like the guy. I'm gonna show him to you. You'll be like, oh, this guy.
Is that his name?
I think so. Let me look it up. Simon. I think I got it right here. Simon. Yes, it is Simon Pegg. This guy. Doesn't he look like that guy?
Is that not that guy?
No, that's not.
Not he does.
But have you seen him before? But yeah, he looks just like the guy. I thought that was him. I was like, oh man, my guy Simon's got.
They definitely could be brothers.
This whole scene with the.
So he's Stephen Grant. Sorry, that just made it clear. This whole scene in the museum. where everybody's in on it, even his friend.
Yeah.
Friend Ronnie. Can't trust Ronnie's.
Can't trust Ronnie's. Yeah. Yeah, everybody will. Yeah. Just Ethan Hawke has been playing his like role so far really good. I really like his role.
He got into it.
Yeah, he definitely got me convinced.
Yeah, he's come a long way since Training Day.
Right? Shit. I don't know, man. I like seeing like a lot of actors as villains. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Like I like seeing actors play like the good guy roles, and then I like to see them play the villains.
Yeah, I mean, look at
I think
Denzel.
that's a more balancing. Because like even Leonardo DiCaprio did it. You know, he did it with the. I mean, most of the movies he's a good guy, but in Django he was like, you know.
Oh yeah, that was tough.
You
that
know,
was a strong character though.
Right? Like he did a great job. Like you didn't like him. You hated him. You know. So I think I definitely recommend all of our hero actors try doing the villain one time. You know, spice up your career.
So it's interesting. I want to know what your thoughts are. I meant to ask you this. What are your thoughts? Ethan Hawke is basically saying here, I need that scarab or whatever it's called to release Amit, whatever the god is that he worships. So, people like Hitler could have been prevented, the Armenian genocide, like stuff like that could have been prevented because she would judge them before they could even do anything bad. What do you think about he thinks he's doing the right thing and saving people, like innocent people. But, you're also judging someone on something before they've even done it. I don't know if you've ever seen Minority Report, but that's kind of what that was.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on all that?
I don't think that's fair.
Really?
I think everybody can
Even
change.
if you could have prevented the Holocaust?
I think your environment just affects your reality, unfortunately. So, I don't think your fate is... Like, I honestly think if you go in the future and try to look at your life and see it, I don't think your fate is bound by that, I think each choice, anything that you decide to do could alter that with any given circumstance, 'Cause who knows, But I don't know. I think Ethan Hawke is full of some BS. He's definitely got the super evil vibes, and I don't trust him.
100%. He's definitely the bad.
He was trying to judge this man at the museum. He was like, "Yeah, no."
He did judge him.
He was like, "Give me your hands, yeah."
All he judged him, and all he said was, "There's chaos in you."
Yeah. He was ready to be like, "Yeah, it's a wrap."
I feel like
his soul, bro.
When he does this, like the way with the lady, he sucks their souls, and it makes him more powerful. Does he do you think that's part of it? Like they capture the souls?
I think so. I wonder what it said. Like I wanted to see so bad.
It didn't show it. It just said there's chaos in you. I think his just kept going. I don't know if I saw it the wrong way.
What if they broke or something?
Right? I know if it was red, like the lady, see how it just kept going and it kind of went crazy?
Yeah.
But then it doesn't show. He keeps looking at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he just says there's chaos in you. The other guy, he said you're a good person. Her, it was red, and he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. If he had been judged that he, was a bad person or whatever, he wouldn't let him go.
That's what I'm saying. I think he needs something.
He realizes this is the first time, this is probably the first time he's ever seen whatever chaos looks like in someone.
Yeah, because he probably thinks he's like the baddest. Like because I think he's definitely infused with some evil god or whatever. But I think he felt the other guy inside of him when he was judging him.
He could have been or something similar. That's true, huh?
So he's like, oh shit, damn, bro.
Another one of us.
He's like, oh, all right. Go do some shit. We'll meet up. Yeah, let it out, bro. So he's definitely got his evil plan going on.
Yeah. Tell me why I would be him in this scene. Here's the dog squeaking.
I hear the puppy in the chambers and go.
Except I don't know if it's this dark. I'd bring some people or turn on some lights. I would turn on all the lights. Why are you walking around that dark museum? But bro. See, the lighting.
After what you just went through, bro.
They just did it so well.
I'm just loving the scenery. It was just shot so well. The location.
I want to go to this museum.
Man.
All these artifacts and this history.
Yeah.
Although, did you ever see jackals? Are you familiar with jackals?
No.
Oh my God, they're just these ugly looking they have these ugly teeth. They did a really good portrayal of it in the show. Mm-hmm. It's just they were these horrible things that used to roam the graveyards at night.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why it was even crazier to see one in this scene.
They made the monsters look really creepy too.
Yeah.
They really did a great, like the special effects. Give them a raise.
Huh.
Like they made it all look good here. And you're just scared. Like I wouldn't mind seeing a scary movie about just Egypt monsters killing people. You know?
I have
like,
a movie you should watch then.
What, The Mummy?
No. But yes, that'd be a good one actually.
Yeah.
No, it's a different one.
This scene was just, yeah.
His genuine fear, I mean...
He's a great actor.
He really is. I mean, he felt like he had major anxiety throughout this whole thing. I felt anxious just watching him.
Watching him, yeah. You definitely felt some kind of way, like, bruh, oh my God.
How
like,
much can one poor person deal with and take?
You just feel bad for the man, getting scared and scared and scared after every step he takes.
Right?
Like, you know, like, every time he wake up, he don't know what the hell's going on.
And this is not, like, human. This is not a thing that you experience every day, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
This was some shit. Okay, so now he's back.
What a bathroom, though, first of all.
Yeah, that bathroom looked fire as hell. That's probably the cleanest bathroom I've ever seen in my life.
It's beautiful. Look at the inscriptions on the wall.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Are those runes?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice those the first time.
Yeah, I seen those the first time. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope.
Really?
And they didn't show these in the trailers.
Oh, they didn't?
No, they didn't show that. Smart on Marvel. Don't give it to us all. Tease us. Let us see it for real.
See, I think they filmed, that's what I was trying to explain to you earlier. I think they filmed that part first.
Okay.
And then inserted that part into this scene.
Oh, okay.
See how they pan over to it?
Mm-hmm. Like, this just looks so great. How it was blurring. You couldn't see. Like, he had to look like... It was so convincing. Like, he is a very convincing actor.
Oh, 100%.
Man, Oscar Isaac, this was great first.
This man had to convince himself to let him take over his body.
That's what, right?
That was just so cool, because then you finally see him turn into Moon Knight, but then the Jackal gets him, and you're like, oh,
You're like,
shit.
oh, fuck, what happened?
And then the Jackal's getting his ass beat. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just...
Jackal's trying to run up out of there. He's like, oh, shit.
I love the way they edited and filmed those shots too. Water reflection shots are just so cool to me. That's the second one in this movie, or in this show, this movie. And it just tells
you know what's crazy? We seen all this in the trailer, but it looks so much better when we actually seen it.
100%.
And the ending was just like, boom! Like, and you like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You like, damn.
Him walking up to the camera was like just a drop the mic moment.
It was a drop the mic
You know?
moment. It literally was a drop the mic moment. Because you see him suit up for the first time. Like, you just, beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. Like I said, for me, I would have liked to see, post-credit. I would have loved to see another episode,
Oh,
but,
yeah. He executive produced it.
Wow.
Oscar Isaac. Good for him.
Good job, Oscar. Just everything that you got going for this show. Wow, it was a great first episode. I will go on a limb and say this is probably the best first episode that I've seen.
Really? It was better than WandaVision for me, at least.
Better than WandaVision, because you have to watch two WandaVisions to get what was going on.
Yeah, I was still confused by 2 and finally figured things out. I don't remember Falcon and Winter Soldier or Loki's first episodes. Loki's was interesting.
Loki's first episode was...
It was good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't super action-packed like
Did
this.
they drop 2 Lokis?
No.
Just one?
They've only for Hawkeye. It was the first time they ever dropped 2. And I told you it was because they knew it was shit.
They didn't drop 2 Falcon and Winter Soldiers?
Mm-mm.
Wow. You said that was the reason they dropped the Hawkeyes. They need... Let's get this over with already.
Well, the first one was awful.
Yeah.
The first one told you nothing. The first one didn't even make you want to see the second one. The second one, I think, introduced Maya.
Yeah.
So, or something. Somehow it just got a little bit better. And you're like, all right, I'll watch the rest, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you only see the first one and you have to wait for the rest, I'm not going to want to watch the rest.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah. I want to say this is up there with Falcon Winter Soldier's first episode. I'm going to say it's up there with that. Just because I was confused as hell the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted more. Like, I kept looking on and on and on at this, like, this man is fucking confused. Like, how am I supposed to know what's going on? But you still try to piece it together, you know? And it's just, like, it's just so, I don't know how Marvel keeps doing different stuff. Because this has a completely different setting and different tone from, like, any of the other shows.
Yeah, it really does.
Like, this is, the editing is beautiful. The whiting out, and we didn't even listen to it with the sound on. Like,
no, and it was still fun to watch.
Right? So it's like, this was some next level. Like, this was really good. Like, just the way this has never been edited the way, I've never seen it, like, nothing like this. Like, just the whole, like, that's just crazy. They definitely got some on their hands here. I would definitely say this is probably one of the best first episodes I've seen from Marvel. I might have to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 1 just to say, or just to see which one is in my actual favorite, but it's definitely up there. I already know everybody probably gonna go crazy, be like, oh my god, this. What do you think everybody's gonna say about this first episode and like their reaction?
Same thing we said. It's a great show that you were interested the whole time, and it was just entertaining the entire time.
Yep. How would you rank it? What would you say? How was it for you? Like,
in terms of
out of all the Disney Plus
first episodes?
series, yeah.
I mean, it's the freshest on my mind, so I think it's a little biased, but I think it's my favorite so far. I don't remember being so into like a first episode, except for Loki, because I was genuinely curious as to what they were gonna do with that whole show. But I mean, Loki's was interesting, and I followed along. But this one was like Loki and Falcon Winter Soldier had a baby, because it had the action, but it also had like the intellect and that type of thing behind it, the history, you know. So
yeah. I just honestly think the scenery, the new scenery, the setting, the actors, like, they just killed it for me. Director, like, I'm interested in seeing what this director has also done, like, just because it's directed like really well. Like, it had all the elements going for it, you know. Like, it's like a thriller, you know. It's got action, you know. It's a little scary, you know. So it's like, I'm like, this first episode was really, really good. Like, this is really, really good TV. I kind of almost forgot that they made us wait 3 months for this.
Right.
You know.
It's almost like, all right, you're forgiven. I get it.
Yeah. like the beef with Marvel I had is gone, because this is awesome, and I'm trying not to get too far ahead. Because we got all this greatness going on, and then I think we got Miss Marvel coming on after everything clears. Yeah, I think Miss Marvel's the next TV show.
Oh, the next show, yes. I was like, multiverse.
We're not gonna comment too much on that yet. We'll talk about that more as the episodes. You know, we just want to enjoy, you know, Moon Knight right now, because this is really great. And the beauty of this show, we talked about this before the stream.
I was just thinking this. I think what you're about to say.
All the releases correlate to the release of Doctor Strange on May 6th. And that is beautiful. We finally, for once, think Marvel's finally getting on track. Because for the longest time, they couldn't get their shows and the movies to intertwine, or just have the show momentum go into the movie momentum. Not like Doctor Strange 2 needed any momentum, but hey, look, we love it. We love it. So the only thing we can absolutely cross our fingers and hope for is that we get some kind of crossover. I doubt we do. But that would be cool if there's like a cool little Moon Knight reference. Like, if Doctor Strange is going through the multiverse, like, fuck it, just let him see somebody, you know. Just that'll be cool as hell.
I think so too. I don't know if it'll be a full-on crossover. But
no, not full on. I just want 1 second.
Maybe it'll either be that, or at least you'll learn things in this show. It's going to teach you more about like these gods. Yeah. That you're going to be able to. That's going to help us understand something better, I guess, in Doctor Strange.
You think that'll be the connection? That'll be the interesting connection.
I mean, I would think so, just because, I mean, we're dealing with a lot more of like the gods and celestials and those types of beings, but I think it's only going to help us further understand them more with this show.
Okay. So there could be a connection. We'll see. We gotta wait 4 more weeks, but we will close the show off. I'm gonna give my rating, and Miss, thanks Alfred, we appreciate that. I'm gonna give my rating, and then Miss M's gonna give her rating. Man, this is really tough. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5.
What could it have done better?
I honestly don't think it could have done anything better. But for me, like, I'm selfish. I wanted it longer. Like, I wanted it longer. I think I wanted a post credit. I either wanted it longer, or I just wanted a post credit. And like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's literally nothing wrong in my eyes. Like, I wouldn't mind. Like I said, I feel like you're gonna have to watch this back at least 2 or 3 times for by the end of this series. You're gonna have to watch this like over to connect everything. And for me, it's just too early to say it's like one of the best things I've ever seen, because like this could easily drop off if the next episode or just the series keeps going on and they don't answer stuff. Cause like that's for me, I hate when things are introduced, or I hate when things get introduced but they don't get answered. You know, so it's like I don't want to get this episode 1 to 5 because I want to see if they like start to answer things, or are they just gonna keep piling things on? Are we gonna keep having random flashbacks, or are we gonna start piecing it together? You know.
But that's not fair to the episode though, because that's not this episode's responsibility.
Yeah.
I would just judge this episode itself.
Yeah. I still give it a 4.5.
Okay.
4.5 out of 5. What do you give it?
5.
You give it a 5?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what else could have been done differently or better.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I need the other episodes to judge this one better, but as an initial reaction and I give it a 5.
I think they knocked that apart. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I was interested the whole time.
That's cool. Pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was really great. Like for me, like I just, you know, I just can't give it a 5 yet. But I loved it. I loved everything I seen. I think a lot of people are gonna be talking about this tomorrow, amongst, you know, all the other stuff going on in the world. But it was great. It was great to watch. Oscar Isaac is definitely doing his thing as Moon Knight. I'm kind of interested to see how he's gonna. Already, I'm like off the bat, I'm interested to see how he's gonna blend in with the other MCU characters.
Is he supposed to be like an Avenger? I'm curious. I don't know any of the story.
I don't know either. Like literally, this was kind of one of the characters nobody heard of, and they kind of just said, "Hey."
I don't know. I think he's gonna be like Banner. I think he's gonna be like this. Stephen Grant is like his Banner, smart version, whatever. And I think the other, what's the other one? Mark, Richter, whatever his name is, is gonna be more like the Hulk, but obviously not the Hulk. But
yeah.
I think it's gonna be something like that. Hopefully, it'll be like once it gets to that point, he'll at least be more chill and understanding about what he has and what's going on with him. That, you know, he's at least able to relax and joke about things. I mean, look at Venom. That poor man struggled in the first Venom movie, dealing with that thing, and then the second movie he was great.
Yeah, he was cool. So. Yeah, they were developing their relationship. I don't know. We'll see. We got 5 weeks. Of this show left, and it's a great feeling. It's a great show. We're gonna be moving back to it's tunnel time with Sam. We're gonna be moving back to our regular schedule, which is Wednesdays. I forgot what time we did them, but Wednesdays around 5, 6. If you join the Discord, you'll know what time we'll be doing our reactions. But we want to stay up and catch the premiere of Moon Knight, because it's tradition. We stayed up and watched the premiere of Hawkeye as well, but you know, after watching those first 2 episodes, you know, we just took our ass to sleep because it wasn't worth it. But this was definitely worth. Oh yeah. I would say staying up and watching.
I think people will. I just wish Disney wouldn't have done stupid shit with moving the days.
Yeah.
That was so dumb. But
Disney.
I think more people would have stayed up.
Disney, keep put your shows on a Friday. Well, they're not gonna do that because movies are coming out now.
True.
So they're not gonna do that.
But you realize how much it sucks that New York still hasn't seen this episode?
Yep.
They still have to wait another hour if they even wanted to see it
Or the other
first.
countries.
Yeah.
You know, Disney, you gotta do better.
Damn.
I mean, but you know, we got a lot of stuff coming out. It's gonna be a great year for Marvel content. First Marvel release of the year. You know, and it's looking great so far. And you know, we gotta be happy and satisfied with what we got. Like this show already got a 5 stars from you, so it can only go up or go down from here.
It's true. This is true. It's exciting.
So we'll catch you guys next week for the next Raw Real review. Back from vacation. We'll be reacting and reviewing episode 2 the following day of the release. And it feels good to be back. Feels good to be back in the reactor's chair. This is we actually had our first year anniversary, huh? Reacting, yeah, because WandaVision was. Well, I don't think it. Well, it might have been around this time actually, because we reacted to WandaVision after the show was over.
That's right. We started on like the release date for WandaVision. Oh, it was on my birthday last year.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you remember what day that is?
What day it was? The 15th, right?
Yeah. I was just joking with you, but yeah, it was on January 15th. So yeah, we did just hit a year of streaming.
Nice. That's crazy. Well, like we said, the OGs are back. We're back in the house reacting to all the latest Marvel goodness. We got Doctor Strange coming up, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel. Man, we got a whole year of stuff.
All of them.
Thor.
Black Panther.
Man.
Oof.
It's going down. It's going down. We back. We'll catch you guys on the next reaction. Always try to be the best person you can be. You can be who or whatever you want to be. Just look at me. Shout out to Simba J. Garfield, man. 3K followers, man. On the way to 4K. Then we're retiring. And just taking us out on vacay.
Yeah.
We're going to be living a good life like this guy. But yeah, shout out to my guy Simba J. Garfield. Proud cat dad. Proud cat family we got here. You know, it's a wonderful feeling. But yeah, catch you guys on the next stream. Any last words you want to leave the wonderful people?
Excited to be back.
Yeah.
Excited to be back.
Excited to be back. Excited to be reacting. Excited to be having a good time. All right. We'll catch you guys on the next stream. Like I said, always stay positive. Y'all be easy.